Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Now guys, in today's video, we're going to be covering a few little details just so that we can get you guys ready for the launch on the 22nd of February. So we're going to be talking about staking, mining, how the UI is going to look approximately, and how to get your tokens so that you can be ready on the day of the launch. So guys, let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we're starting off on the TitanX website, and the reason why I'm doing that is to show you guys that the UI is probably going to be something very similar to this. This is something we can expect on the day of the launch. So on the top of the page, you have the mine tab and you have the stake tab. Those are most probably going to be the most important two tabs for you guys to keep track of. Now, if you guys are on the mine tab, you guys can see that it says create your TitanX virtual miners. In our case for DripX, it's probably going to say create your DripX virtual miners, which will entail depositing some BNB and in return, in the future, receiving some DripX. That's really all it is. Mining some DripX means that you have to deposit liquidity in BNB and you're going to be receiving some DripX in the future. Now, how is this going to look? There's two aspects to it. There's the length of the miner and there's the power of the miner. Now, the length of the miner, you can set it for 10 days, you can set it for 100 days, you can set it for 150 days. There's a set limit of days, and I believe in our case it's 280 days. Yeah, so you guys can see we can set it to 280 days. The market value of the miner is 985. If you put it at 281 days, you automatically start losing some miner revenue. And the reason for that is because the protocol caps it at 280 days. So that's the first thing. Now, the power of the miner, right? Let's say you want to put it for the max length, because obviously the longer you stake it, the more revenue you're going to make, the more ROI. If you want to set the miner's power to 100%, then you can put 100, and that's going to cost you more, but that's also going to give you the most ROI possible. Now, you can also set that to 50. You can set that to 10. You can set that to 20, 25. It's really up to you. But as you guys can see on the right side of the page, the more I increase the number of days, the more the market value of my miner is going to be, right? You guys can see that it keeps going higher and higher until I get to 100, which is basically the maximum amount of power you can give your miner. That is the mining part of the protocol. That's really all you need to know. You deposit some BNB in our case for DripX. You're going to earn some DripX in the future, but you have to keep in mind that you are going to be earning some bonuses. In the case of TitanX, it's global T rank, but in your case, it's going to be the D rank bonus. Okay. One last thing in relation to the miners is that when you deposit your BNB, it's going to be locked, right? It's going to be locked and you're just going to earn your DripX in the future. At the bottom of the page, you're going to see all of your stakes and how they're going to pay you in the future, depending on what the value of the DripX token is going to be at that time. All right. Now, you guys can either single mine or you can do a batch amount of miners done at the same time, right? So if you single mine, you just create one single miner that's going to be unlocked at a specific day in the future. If you create batch miners, then you can create 10 miners, 20 miners, 25 miners, depending on how many miners you want to do. You set their length and you set their power, and that's how you're going to set up multiple miners at the same time. That way you don't have to come every single day and do it. This is going to automatically do it for you in the future. Now, if you go over to the stake tab, now this is for people that want to right away swap their wDrip, or you want to buy DripX off the market right off the bat. And you come over here, you swap it for your DripX, and you take your DripX and stake it into the platform. What's going to happen at that time, let's say you want to stake 100 DripX. You decide the amount of days you want to stake it. Let's say you want to stake it for 100 days. Then in 100 days, you're going to be accumulating a specific number of shares depending on how much the share value is on that day. And you're going to be earning some BNB at every single cycle, every single stake cycle. We've talked about that in our previous video. Now, just as a reminder, this is what the cycles look like, right? So there's the 8-day cycle, 28%, 28-day cycle, 28%, 90-day cycle, 18%, 369-day cycle, 18%, 888-day cycle, 8%. So that's how the BNB payouts are going to be distributed. In the case of TitanX, right? If you go to the payouts tab, you can see that this is the area where it shows you what is your claimable BNB is at that time. It shows you each different cycle, and it shows you exactly what your estimated BNB is going to be based off of how much you staked onto the platform, right? The longer you stake, the more BNB you're going to be earning every time you hit one of these cycles. That's basically what it means, which is why at the bottom here you see that it says 888-day cycle. Next payday is day 888 because we haven't gone there yet. There's only 13% of that cycle completed so far, but you can see some of the early ones. Next payday is going to be day number 120. So there's 120 divided by 8. That's how many cycles there has been since the inception of TitanX. So it's going to be a similar UI to this, except change everything here that says TitanX to DripX and change everything that says ETH to BNB. That's basically what it's going to be. All right, guys, so now we talked about the staking, we talked about the mining, and now we're at a point where we decided we're going to do either the stake or the mine, right? So let's say you're somebody who's been in the ecosystem for a long time, and you need to get yourself on some wDrip, but you have some drip sitting in your wallet. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to aidrip.xyz/swap, all right? Once you get here, you'll have the swap tab show you different coins that you can swap from going to wDrip. You're going to either choose BNB if you want to, or you can select the drip that's in your wallet. Click on that amount. It's going to automatically show you the best route for you to get your drip into wrapped drip. You click on swap and you get that process started. All right, guys, so let's say the day of the launch, you go on the website of aidrip and for some reason it's just not working. The swap is not working. The UI is not working. Something is just not making sense to you. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to Deck Screener. You're going to get the actual wDrip/WBNB chart. It looks something like this. All right. Then at the bottom right, you're going to see the pair contract address, the wrapped drip contract address, and the wrapped BNB contract address. You have to make sure that you get the wrapped BNB contract address that's ending in 616A. That's the right one. You copy this one, then you go back to PancakeSwap, right? Now you're on PancakeSwap. What you're going to do at this point is you're going to swap your BNB for some wrapped drip. So you have your BNB over here. You select the token address. You copy it over here. You'll see wrapped drip. See here, we have the exact drip amount that we just swapped. So this confirms that the contract address that I just told you about is the correct one. Then you swap your BNB. Perfect. Now I set the slippage to 5%. You guys can do whatever you want. Maybe it's not going to work that day. Maybe you have to leave the slippage higher because it's launch day. But 5% for me right now worked flawlessly without any issue. You guys saw it happen right in front of you. Now, once you have your wDrip sitting in your wallet, the day of the launch, you're going to go to the DripX website. Make sure you actually follow them on Telegram and you follow them on Twitter because that's where you're going to be getting the right UI. You're going to be getting the contract address the day of the launch. And make sure you don't copy any contract address because sometimes it might just be a fake. Make sure you get the one that's going to be pinned on their Telegram and on their Twitter account. So what you're going to do that day is you're going to go to the DripX website. You're going to take the wDrip that you have in your wallet, and there's going to be a button where you can swap your wDrip to some DripX tokens, which is going to allow you to get those DripX tokens and stake them on the platform. And there you have it. You're going to start earning some BNB every single cycle as long as you have a stake of DripX on the platform. And the last thing you'll need, guys, is some BNB. So either you get it from PancakeSwap, either you get that from Coinbase or from any other exchange, or you go to ChangeNow and you transfer whatever Pulse amount you have, whatever Ethereum you have on Ethereum mainnet, swap that for some BNB. You'll see BNB is readily available, BNB on BSC, and you're going to get that in your wallet. We've discussed ChangeNow many times. The link is going to be in the description. Get your BNB, get that ready, and you're going to be good to go for the launch of DripX on the 22nd of February. Alright guys, so after watching today's video, you probably are ready for the launch of DripX. If you guys have any other questions you want to discuss, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer you every step of the way. If you've enjoyed today's video, please show some love and like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share this video with everybody who needs to get ready for the DripX launch. And guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.